We've reached the fourth quarter. This is a time of year where we expect the market to slow down, but unfortunately in October, the decline in active listings was outpaced by the decline of pending sales, which brought our months of inventory to the highest level we've seen in the last decade. We're going to talk about that and more in this Eastside, Seattle and Snohomish County market update. I'm your host, Tony Meier with Windermere Real Estate. We will cover, as we do every month, interest rates, months of inventory, and median sales price, see how the market's evolving and what we can glean from that. We're going to start off with rates. Rates are lower right now than they were a year ago and lower than last month. But unfortunately, despite the Fed's efforts to lower the overnight rate, the long-term rates, which based upon the 10-year Treasury, are remaining high. So hopefully we'll see some reprieve in that going forward. We'll keep an eye on that and keep you informed. So first up, we're going to cover the East Side. We're going to talk about that months of inventory number I mentioned. So last year we were sitting at 1.2 months of inventory. Our 10-year average is 1.5. The peak our market saw back in 2022 for October was 2.4. We've just set a new record at 2.6 months of inventory, showing our market still having some challenges. Our median price is not challenged though. We're basically flat. So in spite of these issues, prices really have not come down across the East Side. So again, buyers who are thinking this really means I'm going to save money, it's not translating into that. So we sit at $1,550,000 for our median price in October of 25 and the same number in 24. On to Seattle. Its 10-year average was 1.5. It peaked out in 2022 at 2.0. 1.8 months of inventory last year, sits at 2.3. And Seattle's really been running on a high months of inventory for a couple years now, which is really interesting when I show you this next slide, which says its prices are up almost 8%. But when you look at that number, it's a full third less than it would cost to buy a home on the East Side. And I think that's really where Seattle's holding its own at this point, even though its months of inventory is high, and maybe not quite as high this month as the East Side. It has been running high for about 2 years, but it's really been affordable, and people are starting to rediscover coming back into the city after retreating from COVID. On to Snohomish County. Its 10-year average being 1.2 months of inventory in October. Last year, 1.4. Its peak in 2022 is 2.0. It now sits at 2.1, so just ahead of that peak for the 10 years. So all three of the markets we track are now setting new peak months of inventory. And again, for those who are new to my channel, months of inventory is not how long it takes to sell a property. It's the division of supply versus demand. The lower the number, the better it is for a seller. The higher the number, the better it is for a buyer. So our median price in Snohomish County is come down just a bit. I think Snohomish County is a bit more sensitive to some of the issues that are happening in our marketplace and more globally. With economic changes, our prices in Snohomish County are now down to $770 from $810 a year ago, down 4.94%. So to recap, for sellers, months of inventory unfortunately is on the rise again. We had it decline from August to September, and here we are September to October at coming back up again. As long as this condition remains, our market will be price sensitive. So you're going to need to make sure you're appropriately pricing your home, forward thinking in the marketplace. Where's the market going, not where it's been. And there's still some great sales in our marketplace, but you've got to be on top of your pricing to see that happen. And for buyers, well, we're in the time of year where inventory is going to make its seasonal decline. The East Side right now is down 10% compared to last month. Seattle and Snohomish County are down about 3%. Your choices are going to continue to shrink through the end of 2025. And after 36 years, I've seen every spring market be much more spirited than the fourth quarter. In fact, statistically, we see prices rise about 5%, 80% of the last 15 years. So again, 5% increase from the fourth quarter to the first quarter out of 80% of the last 15 years. So if you're hoping things are going to get cheaper in the future, it just might not. So if you've got questions about this marketplace and how best to navigate whether buying or selling, please reach out to us. We're happy to be of service. If you've yet to do so, hit the thumbs up icon, share this video with a friend, and subscribe for our future updates. Well, that's it for now, and we'll talk with you next month. Take care.